My friends must be deaf or something because I clearly told them I did not want adult dancers at my bachelorette party, and even though I told them that they decided to hire some anyways, so I just faked going to the bathroom and left. Hello, I know the title might sound dumb, but please bear with me. So I'm 31F, getting married in January, but my best friend, 30F, is going to be gone for most of the month, only being able to come back for my wedding. So, my friends decided to just throw my bachelorette party yesterday to get it out of the way. I was very specific about not wanting adult dancers because knowing them I knew they would do it just to prank me. They agreed and made all the arrangements, and yesterday we went to a little venue they rent. Everything was good, we were having fun, playing games, drinking and so on. Around midnight my best friend said, "Oh, the delivery is here," and I didn't think much about it because I thought it was food or something, but nope, two men came in with her and the music changed and they said something I didn't really hear. I started dancing. I was sitting there thinking about how to escape the situation, but they got closer to me and one of them grabbed my hand and made me touch his abs, I guess. His torso, and he was all sweaty and that grossed me out because I hate sweat. I didn't even grab my dad's hands when I was a kid if he was sweaty, so I yanked my hand and said, "Wait, let me go to the bathroom first and I'll come back, prepare," and left to the bathroom. They cheered but were so busy entertaining themselves with the adult dancers they didn't realize I was literally gone. Well, today I woke up to very angry voicemails and texts about not appreciating the effort and money they spent and how I'm a bad friend for abandoning them. I agreed to take two girls home, but when I left in a hurry I forgot. And my best friend sent me a very long text saying she is hurt and disappointed and she doesn't know if she would come to my wedding if I don't apologize, because I obviously don't consider her feelings when I run away without saying anything because she leaves today and I didn't even say bye. I understand that they might be mad, but I feel like I made myself clear when I said no adult dancers. I don't know if they thought I was kidding or being uptight. My fiancé is glad that I left because we agreed on no adult dancers or anything similar. My sister is on my side, but I basically made half my wedding party mad, and I don't know if I should just apologize to keep the peace because my wedding is literally next month, or my second option is to tell them to go screw themselves, which I want to do, but I'm still angry and that it would possibly ruin my friendships. So am I a jerk here? What should I do? Commenter 1. It was your bachelorette, and you made clear boundaries beforehand. You also honored an agreement to your fiancé. NTA, and good for you. Commenter 2. Ask them why they booked them when you had specifically told them no. They planned something you did not want and I'm now complaining about the cost and you're leaving. There is no apology due from you, but your friends, I say this in the loosest sense, should be embarrassed and apologizing to you. You did not shout or tell everyone the night is over, you simply left so they could enjoy the act they booked. I suspect they wanted the adult dancers in the first place. Explain to the two you were giving a lift to all this, and if they wanted to send you the receipt of their taxi/Uber journey back, then you will reimburse them. You have nothing to feel sorry for. If you were vegetarian, would you eat the hog roast they booked? No. Your feelings and boundaries were clearly laid out, and they trampled over the first and ignored the second. Nah. Update, 5 days later. I wasn't expecting to be back so soon, but everything kind of resolved already, so why not? To clarify some things. Some people told me not to tell my fiancé, but I literally told him the same day because he was awake waiting for me to come home, as he always does when I go out with friends. My best friend was never my mo, that's my older sister, she was a bridesmaid though. And people who told me to offer to reimburse for the two girls' Uber. Why? Anyway, I don't remember if I gave my ex-best friend a fake name, but let's call her Jenny or else I'll get confused. I sent a long text in the group chat explaining how disappointed and angry I was for their actions, that they could have jeopardized my wedding and my relationship with their little stunt. I also clarified I wasn't going to apologize for leaving a situation where I didn't feel safe nor good being there. I told them I didn't care if they apologized anymore because they were all uninvited from the wedding anyway, and they clearly didn't care about me or what I wanted because the party was obviously for them and not me. I also, after talking to my fiancé, decided to message the so of my friends to let them know what happened. My fiancé said it was the right thing to do because who knows what they did with those guys. I turned off my phone after I sent both messages, to the group chat and the so of my friends, and went about my day. I turned on the next morning and found hundreds of messages from everyone, some apologizing, others calling me dramatic, and after a couple of hours just them cursing on me for telling their parents about it because all of them lied apparently. Jenny's husband called me too and then left a message to call him back as soon as I can, and I did. He picked up almost immediately and he asked about details. I explained everything I knew and he thanked me and told me he'd let the rest know. I found out after reading some of the messages that the two girls that were supposed to ride with me were given a different version of what would happen at the bachelorette party. One of them said that Jenny told them that the adult dancer was supposed to be a comedian acting like one, but it would be like the scene from the movie The Proposed. I called her and she gave me more details about that, and she said if she knew what they were planning she would have told me, because as a married woman she didn't agree with that too. She said her and the other girl took an Uber home right away, and she said she didn't even knew I left as well. I apologized for assuming she knew as well, and she apologized for not saying anything before, so I invited them back to the wedding. With my fiancé we decided to eliminate all the wedding party except for my older sister, and his best man, his younger brother, and I told the two of my friends that they were invited again but only as guests, and they accepted with no drama. Yesterday Jenny's husband called back and told me that he had some juicy gossip if I wanted to hear, and had obviously said yes. Apparently these men were not real adult dancers, they were Jenny's youngest brother college roommates, and they were only 19 and 21, and the brother didn't know about any of it until one of the roommates bragged about Jenny giving him a BJ. The husband said he doesn't know if he can stay and work things out with her after all these, but they also have 2 small children and he doesn't want to break their family. I told him I understand and that me and my fiancé would be there for him if he needs anything. He is also still invited to the wedding. And I think that's it. It was kinda long, sorry about that. My fiancé and me are as good as always, and the wedding is still scheduled for late January, so everything's good. I blocked Jenny and the other ones and don't really care to ask for explanations or their side of the story. I also wanted to thank all of you because at the time I really started questioning my decision, but at the end I saved my relationship, and I lost dead weight. Commenter: wow. Congratulations on your decision to leave and for honoring your husband and your marriage. Stay strong, and if you can, tell Jenny's husband that he will avoid much more pain and embarrassment by separating from her. OP: my fiancé told him to come stay with us if he wanted, but he said he'd deal with it as fast as he can and make a decision, but I agree. It's never good for the kids to stay together just for the kids.